Simplify 2 root 7 minus 14 over root 7 plus 7 over root 21. Now I'm seeing this is odd, but I'm also seeing fractions. In fact, it's more of a fraction problem than a sort problem. First, let me copy it down here. So how do you handle fractions? Let me just put over 1 here. How do you handle fractions? By finding a common denominator for all of them. We call that the LCM. So let's get the LCM of 1, root 7 and root 21. We have root 7, and then let me break this root 21 into root 7 times root 3. Now let's take factors of these numbers. Root 7 and go into root 7, 1 goes into root 7, 1 again, but can't go into root 3, so we copy down root 3. Now root 3 can now go into root 3, 1. So our LCM is what? Root 3 times root 7, which is what? Root 21. But for the sake of this problem, I'm going to stay with root 7 times root 3 here. So let's have this. This is root 3 times root 7. It is still 21, okay? So 1 goes into root 21. It's still root 21. So we multiply that by the numerator. So I'm going to multiply this by this, so that becomes 2 root 7 times this root 7 times root 3. That is for this. This is our minus sign here. Root 7 goes into root 21. 7 will cancel 7. We are left with just root 3. Root 3 times 14. That is 14 root 3. We have our plus here. Root 21 goes into root 21. Is gone. We are left with 1. 1 times that 7 is 7. So let's simplify this numerator. I'm seeing 2 times root 7 times root 7. We know that root 7 times root 7 is 7. Okay, look at this. Root 7 times root 7 is what? Root 49. Alright, and what's root 49? 7. So whenever you see identical roots multiplying themselves, the answer is the number without the root. Okay? Why? Because roots, for instance, root 3 square will cancel the root. Root 3 times root 3 is root 3 square. Root cancels square. I hope you get that point. So that is what we are employing there. So we have here 2 times, this is now 7 times root 3 minus, let's copy this out, root 3 plus 7. Please don't be confused by this part. Let me box it out. Divide that by root 3 times root 7. Look at this very well. This is 2 times 7, that is 14 root 3. This is minus 14 root 3 plus 7. You are seeing something, right? Root 3 times root 7. Now 14 root 3 minus 14 root 3, that's 0. Okay, we are only left with 7 as the numerator. And what is this? Now I can call it root 21. I am done with anything that can cancel out. But this is supposed to be my answer. You won't find it there. You won't, because it is wrong to leave your sword with the square root sign as a denominator. You must rationalize it. So this becomes, how do you rationalize a sword? How do you rationalize a sword? You multiply it by the denominator as a numerator, and that same number as a denominator. Why? Look at this. This is 1. They will cancel out 1. You haven't changed the original question because you are simply multiplying by 1. this cancels, this is 1, okay? But what it does is that it will allow root 21 to multiply root 21, and like I told you here, that becomes 21. It comes out. Do you see that? It comes out of the square root sign. And then the numerator, what happens to the numerator? This becomes 7 root 21. See that? Now we see that 7 can cancel 21. You see that? So 7 goes here 1, 7 goes in 21, 3. So the entire numerator becomes root 21, and the denominator is what? 3. Now there is no square root sign in the denominator, so we've rationalized our problem, and that is our final answer. Let's look through the options. That is option C. Thank you for watching. Please, if you like our video, kindly hit the like button and subscribe to our page just to encourage us to do more. Until I see you in our next video. Bye bye.